Good morning, everybody. It is Joseph Sunderman, September 15th, 2025. And I will be going to get my son today, take him to a doctor's appointment. I wanted to be in the city by this time, but yeah, what you want and what actually happens, two different things. I'm in a lot of pain. I did not sleep good last night. I was doing much better Friday and Saturday, but I over fucking did it. I got comfortable. I over fucking did it. I didn't work. I took time off of work, even though I had a bunch of shit I wanted to get done. Now here I am on a Monday, getting started at 10 a.m., which I'm 4 hours behind already. It's just a shit show of a day. Fucking back problems, drug addiction because of my back problems. But at least, I'm losing the weight. I lost 90 pounds once. Can't be that hard to lose 20. We'll get there. But for right now, we got some shit to get done. So let's get done it. Good morning.
Morning. What's going on?
I just can't move, and I'm not there today, even though I wanted to be there. I just want to call and check with you on the iPads and Ben's laptop to see if any updates on that.
I started working on one of them on Friday, and I signed in everything with the field stuff. That worked fine for the Gmail or for the Google stuff. But the messaging isn't working at all. iMessage isn't working at all.
Well, we have a platform for us to communicate on our phone system, and there's a chat side to that, and we can give everybody their own, like the 3CX app on there, and I'd rather us contain it in that. But if you're wanting to rely on messages, let me know, because then we probably have to set some shit up.
I'd rather use the messages. Yeah,
built into.
That's just something that everybody uses every day.
Well, these iPads are new, right? They're not used to messaging on the iPads. This will be different than their phones.
It's the same thing. It's just on an iPad. If you're trying to get them to use like the app for telephones in the office, I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just use the message app.
I understand what you want. Let me take a look into it. Again, we have to look at the setup and what it takes on the back end to have that app work with that, and I'll look into it. We have a tech stack. We're going to require everybody to have Apple then.
No, you can text their email account.
Well, what I'm asking you is, like, are you going to be messaging them through Messenger?
Yeah, we text.
So you want me to open up messages, not just internal to Wegman Company, because that's what we're doing. I don't think you understand. It's not like everybody has their personal cell phone number and they get their own personal messenger. It's a work identity, and we have to. And they nickel and dime for everything on what you can do for business. So I will look into what it takes to be messenger. I don't know all the things, but I do know we already have. It's like having Dropbox and OneDrive. I prefer Dropbox. Just use Dropbox. So we'll pay double just because someone on the team prefers Dropbox, as opposed to doing what's best and having everybody use something that we're already paying for. Like, if that's a decision the company wants to make, that's not me. That's on you guys. I'm just saying, with the way Scott's wanting to take things, let's use the tech stack we already have set up. And the quickest way, I didn't know we were going to use it for IMing, and we already have. Team. If we're going to do that, I would say if we're going to pay extra money, because Teams cost extra money now, just because of that situation. If the cost is similar to Teams, I'd rather just have us all on Teams, because everybody uses Teams.
That's fine.
Again, this is the first time I've heard that we're wanting to use Messenger on these iPads, so I got to look into it. I don't know if Messenger is the right app. That's all I was trying to say.
Okay.
So
I can't imagine that's really what costs more money.
I'm not saying I don't know is what I was saying. I have to look into it.
All right.
So you're getting the apps done and you feel like you're good. Yeah, the messenger thing's new. I'll look into that. Just keep me posted anything else. And then did Ben do his meeting on the new machine today? Or
I don't know.
because I
don't know if he did or not.
I guess he was dropping today, so that's why I wanted to know. But
I don't think he did because he doesn't have eManage and we use eManage, but I'll ask him. I didn't pay attention.
yeah, I wanted to be there today because I know that's an issue too. So I'll be in the morning. Let me know if there's anything I can do remotely.
You'll be in tomorrow morning, you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Did you finalize that policy thing?
I'm actually working on that today.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, boss.
All right, because I'm gonna spend the rest of the afternoon trying to get these all done.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Oh, everybody throwing shit in at the last minute, but it's okay. So now we got to enable Messenger and Apple Business Manager / Essentials, which why wouldn't it be working to me? If it's not working, that means it needs to be configured. And is Apple charging for that? I don't know. I know Microsoft's charging for Teams now separately, unless you have like a business premium package or whatever it is. You know, there's so much to keep up with in the world of technology. You just pick a route and you get really good at it, you're going to do fine. But do something. Don't sit there on your ass doing nothing. Where am I? Oh, Jonah, please be doing your work. 4 A's and 2 B's. That'll do, Jonah. That'll do. All right. I need to get his lunch done today. Apparently, the kids go to Subway before football games, and I need to wire some funds to Miss Melissa Williams. Venmo. Normally, the wife would take care of this stuff, but she's on hiatus at the moment. No, I don't want a card for it. Every app's got a card now. Every app is a fucking bank all of a sudden. The fuck? Yep, 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 yep. This is so stupid. Why doesn't it just work? Let's get to it. Here we go.
Hello, this is Mark.
Mark, this is Joseph. How we doing?
Good. How are you, Joseph?
I'm doing well. I'm hoping you found a big gig, a good gig somewhere, but at the same time, I'm like, I hope you didn't, so you can come to my partner meeting next week.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah, how's things going for the job hunt, though? For real? Any luck?
Good. I have several interviews set up for this week, so yeah.
Awesome. Well, there's a big difference between working for yourself and working for somebody else. I always like to highlight that, and it's scary going out on your. Have you ever worked on your own?
Yeah. I had a consulting business, late '90s, early 2000s.
Awesome. Well, this will be at the River Center in Covington on the 26th, and we're thinking towards the latter end of the day due to the Kevin Steele, the owner of Summit. It's an MSP here in Cincinnati. They're in Blue Ash. He needs to do it later in the day, so we're going to be hosting it on Friday at 3Z, the data center. The whole floor of that River Center tower, the whole third floor is a data center, and I can't remember who used to own it. Eric, the owner of the place, he has the whole story, and it's pretty exciting, and how they have the raised floors. It was like the perfect place for a data center when they took over. So yeah, and give you a tour of the place too while you're up there. It's a great place to host. It's a truly private data center. Part of my master tech plan that I developed is for small business and to have a private cloud and a private data center. Taking my little, 0.5 mil data center in my basement of my house to a true 10 mil, like huge, tier 2 data center, huge compared to what I have. Yeah, this is a big jump for us, and I need more account managers / VCIOs. So you would be a great. I have VCIOs for break fix and like small businesses, but they need to graduate to something better, and I need experienced people. It sounds like you'd be in that realm.
Yeah. So what day is it again?
26th, Friday the 26th.
Okay.
We're thinking around 3:00. I'm putting together an invite for everybody. I'm just kind of touching bases before I send out that mass email by midweek, but it'll be the 26th next Friday.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, count me in.
Awesome. What email address would you like me to use before you spit that out? Give me 1 second. Get my pen here. So Mark's in. Kevin's in. Eric and Catherine are in.
Hello, good morning.
Well, good morning. How's Jennifer doing?
I'm all right. I was going to call you back last week, and then I didn't. I saw you had called me.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. I have you on speaker because I can't. I need to have my hands right now. What's going on?
I just wanted to call and check on you. How's the gig going?
Which one? You mean the marketing consulting?
Yeah, the one that didn't you get like for some club or something that you just got like it's like a almost a full-time job from what you were stating.
Yeah, so that was the Metropolitan Club, private membership club in Covington.
Mm-hmm.
Which, 35 years in business, closed abruptly on July 11th.
Oh, so you came in but it was pretty much sounds like the writing was already on the wall.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was on the wall, but
Well, that was probably a last ditch to try to save it.
What's that?
They were probably trying to save it and bringing you in as a last ditch effort. Just didn't tell you that.
No. Well, actually, it was a very last ditch, but it wasn't supposed to be like that. So anyway, it's all fine. So now I'm basically just in the yoga studio that I opened. We opened in beginning of June, and then closed in August. So yeah, it's been a summer of.
You need a win, woman.
It's been a lot of starts and stops, but it's been okay. I mean, honestly, I'm fine with everything. I've just been focusing on consulting. I was just way overrun before and had way too many things going on, and so I'm happy to be more in a less stressed state, honestly. I mean, I was just really pulling my hair out. I mean, it was just a lot going on, and I'm really happy to not have that going on anymore. So yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you need some R&R.
I needed a break really bad. So I took a short vacation to Florida, and it was wonderful. And that was about, it was almost a month ago. But it was really great. I did nothing but lay on the beach. Really nothing. It was wonderful.
That sounds amazing. I was just telling the wife the other day that, like, I'm going with or without you. I'm going to the ocean. So, yeah. But no, what are you doing next Friday?
What are you talking about? Not this week, next week?
26th, correct.
26th. I am volunteering all day at the AMA Ignite conference.
Okay. Well, I plan on hosting a partners meeting for the MTP.
Okay.
We're going to be doing it. I told you that I had no idea what's going on. Like, I'm preparing for Navicore. And, well, October is when Navicore comes live.
Nice.
And Icora, this is this last month running.
Okay.
I have to file for bankruptcy and do a bunch of other crap, too. But so for me, I've just been basically for the last 6 to 8 months aligning this. And you came to the very first partner meeting we ever hosted. That was with Chris, you, Andy, and a couple others. Everybody that was there is going to be at this next one, including Chris. Chris said he's coming. Mark Blackham, I don't know if you know him, but he was the Rising Star Casinos CTO. And he is now looking for work as well. And I'm taking this opportunity to put a band together to make an awesome,
Nice
service package. And I wanted to know if you're still interested in being part of the band.
Being part of the band. I would say yes. I can't make a meeting on the 26th, but I'd like to learn more about like where you are really at this point.
That's all this is, and it's going to get recorded for anybody that can't make it. It's also going to be Teams, so if you can't be there in person, we're happy to have you on Teams on a display in the room, and you're free to talk and engage as if you are there. We just prefer if everybody could, but our Austin, Texas branch of the band will be joining via Teams. We have Ash Shamita, who is going to be like our workforce development, but also helping push things in Texas for the Master Tech Plan. So what I'm hoping is that we just can get everybody together. This isn't, we're going to kick off in October, but nothing's happens overnight.
Right.
This is slow burn, steady, but for sure, just like when I started Rigid 6, my media company. In 2019, I told people we're going to be doing commercial stuff, big stuff. If we do music videos, they're going to be high production. We're not playing around. And I have a portfolio now. Like, I've done work with the mayor. I've done some work with some really awesome national acts. We have some great footage and great, yeah. So, like, I'm somebody that doesn't screw around. If we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. This is going to turn into a bigger company, and it's going to be doing well with margins. So we need to make sure everybody that's involved puts in their, hold them accountable, and we track what everybody's doing, not to micromanage or anything, but just to make sure we're all on the same page. And if the money starts flowing, everybody's going to get their fair share every month without question, because they're part of the band.
Right.
As we hire people, they're part of the crew, but they're not part of the band. So the admin team, the partner team that's coming to this meeting, they are the founders. They are the ones that are helping. They see the value in it, and they're supporting it. So that's where we're at.
Awesome. Well, count me in.
Awesome. I will get you in there. What's the best email address to send that said invite to?
Yeah, so it's jpanapinto@paintedbreadmarketing.com.
Okay, so the same one. Okay, yeah. Painted Bread?
Yeah. jpanapinto@paintedbreadmarketing.com. You should have it.
Yep, I have it. I remember seeing it I remember seeing that email when you emailed me in the past, so I'll just look for that. And I will shoot you, if anything, I'll shoot you a text if I need anything from you. But no, I'm glad to hear you're doing well and had some rest. And
it was a lot of turmoil there for a short amount of time, and I was literally pulling my hair out. Blood pressure was through the roof.
Well, let's get together sometime and have dinner. I'd love to hear all about it. We have drinks or get a dinner, and you can I'll let you sit on the couch and I'll listen in, and you can just tell me all about it, because I'd love to hear about what you've learned and maybe give you some perspective on it.
I've learned a lot, that's for sure. Yeah, a lot of learning. But things are things happen for a reason, and
it passes. Yep. I keep telling myself the same thing right now as I'm sitting here staring down the barrel of everything I'm looking down right now. So you just got to keep it positive. It will pass.
Everything will pass. Everything is a season. Everything has it's all there to help us learn. That's how I have to look at it. Whenever things don't work out the way you want them to, it's just, or maybe not the way you want them to, but things just aren't working out. You just like, okay, well, I gave it a try. I don't, I can look back now and see what I might have done wrong and know what I have to do next time to not have that happen, right?
Yep, absolutely. Just have those anchors and know what your desired state is that you're going towards, and work towards it. That's all we can do.
Absolutely.
Well, Jennifer, we'll talk soon.
Yeah, sounds great. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for calling. Bye.
All right. There's number 2. We got Jennifer. Well, hello, Astarke. Astark. Well, hello to you. No worries, Oliver. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I hope you're doing well on this wonderful Monday. I am into business. Yep. Basically, what I do is I like to think of myself as a producer, somebody that helps people bring their vision to life, and I do this through technology, using technology as that medium, my substrate, if you will. So, essentially, a business is operating. Their leadership team is trying to do something, and really what's developed all this is that when I would work with a company, when I was hired as an employee, I'd come in thinking I knew everything, could do better than everybody else, but very arrogant and naive. Wasn't really well house trained growing up, which led me to want to. I didn't like being rejected or being told that, well, you don't have the right mindset. Well, what the fuck is the right mindset? Let me find that. Like, where is that mindset? What do you mean? 25 years later, looking back, yeah, I get it now. And how do you jam all these years of experience into somebody? I went through the mud and figured it out, and now I'm in a good place. So people that are in a good place and they want to get to a better place, they've never had to really go through the mud to figure out how to get. They've always just been in this okay space. So whatever desired state you're looking for, I know with my experience and based off of you, the client, whether you're a person or a company, when I come in and I work with somebody, think of Hitch, who would help people dating. Like, there's certain people with a certain mindset that he would not help because they're not really looking for love. They're just looking to get laid or whatever it is. So he won't work with people that if he thinks they don't have a good why. And really during the pandemic is when I made my big shift from being just an IT guy to helping people understand their why, and how your why isn't everybody else's why. Just because you pay them doesn't mean you have to learn what true leadership is. Do you want to have to yell at your employees or beg or whatever to get them to do what you're expecting them to do? Or do you lead by example and get them to want to push your vision or push your initiatives? And that's what I do, is I help people find ways to get their desired state, make it a mission, and get everybody working towards that mission. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people go through life not knowing what they want in life, right? And stagnant's a good word for it, I guess. It's just I hate the term woke. But waking up and becoming self-aware and truly understanding yourself, your identity, because everything you need is right here. I could lose everything. I could lose all my technology. I could lose all my, God forbid, my friends and family. I could lose everything and know that I have it within me to keep fighting, doing things. Like, yeah. Most people don't even know who they are through this life. And I want to work with people, if they don't know who they are and there's potential in them, and because if you're going up to somebody that don't even know who they are, they're not going to value what you're trying to do. So there's a lot to what I do. Well, to be a surgeon, I mean, that's one hell of a story, my friend. And it's all this life is one big story, right? And if you can tell your story in a way that gets people to want to be a part of your story, well, that right there, communication and relationship maturity and intelligence, emotional intelligence and maturity, these are the things that will, money's shit. If you have the ability to be relational and to use your emotions wisely. Emotions are just signals. They're just signs saying go this way or go that way, right? If you are someone that is being thrown around by your emotions, like this guy was for the longest time, yeah, it's not good. So I'd love to hear more about your story and yeah. I'm really wanting to get people excited about the creative tech, which was this. I did a show for a whole year last year. I went from, I think, around February or March all the way up till November. Well, I got my son full time. I got custody full time in November, and getting him full time meant I had to cut some of the wants out and focus on what was needed. So yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I haven't talked about it in a while. Let me throw the banner up. But God, it's probably been 6 months since I've even thrown one of these banners up. But all this is still in play, and I do want to get back to it. So essentially, here, let me share my screen. So if you go to what was the first one? I think it was tribe.creativetech.ai. Look at that shit, still works. Please, I mean, I'm not active on here at all, but everything I'm doing today is gearing up for this thing to be getting it done. So this is the Facebook page. Please join. And then the second step, we're going to ask you to align. So go to align.creativetech.ai. And here we're going to ask you to fill out this form. It's going to tell us a little bit about yourself. It's pretty straightforward, simple. You know, we do want your first and last name, your email address, and city and state. We don't need your actual address. We just want to know where you are in the world. And if you're out of the country, I haven't really thought about that one. I should make this branching to where are you in the U.S. because Oliver, are you currently residing in the U.S. or are you outside the U.S.? Where has this interesting life of yours taken place? Yeah, so filling out the form, step one, join the tribe. And we called a tribe because at first it was the Creative Tech Network, because network went along with technology and networking and blah 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 blah. Then it was the we had a couple of different things that we were calling it, but then when I learned a tribe, a hunter without a spear doesn't have to go to the spear maker and buy a new spear. The spear maker makes the hunter a spear because it's what's needed for the hunt. And the spear maker makes enough spears for everybody, and even those that don't have one will eat good knowing that he supplied everybody. Like, there was no monetary, it was more of a bartering. And I want something similar. Obviously, money's what makes the world go around. So we will have some financial flow to the creative tech as we start adding true value, and we're really helping people in ways that's monetary. And of course, money to me equals effort. Where effort's given, there should be some flow of finances. Now, obviously, you have to do some work sometimes to get to a point where there's finances, which is why we're doing everything for free right now. Free sessions. So if you sign up for step number 3, you go to sessions.creativetech.ai. This is where you get to schedule your free sessions. And right now they are free. Apparently the third step is broken. I need to update it anyway because we're going to go to yeah, it is broken. So if I go to bookings.micro, what is that? Office.com. Yeah, see, that's on my Navicore or my Icora account. Icora is going goodbye, so I do need to update some things. Yeah. London. Well, obviously, if we actually start doing some work together, NDAs do have to come into play. But, at this point, this is more of a personal, coaching. I'm trying to build a tribe of like-minded people. There's so many different groups out there to join. I've been a follower of all these groups, and I feel like I have something of value to add. I think I could lead my own tribe and build a great tribe and help others, just give perspective, help empower others, show others how I do things that way. And that's how I've learned. I see someone doing something and I tweak it to make it, if I have to do that thing, I tweak it to work for me. I think that's something we all do. Unless you're just going blindly through life doing exactly what you're told, which there's a lot of those too. All right. And Oliver, not to be rude, I do need to focus here. I'm already half day into it and just started like an hour ago, not even an hour ago. And that's not anybody else's fault but my own. I got a fucked up back right now. I laid in bed for an extra 2 hours this morning, and it took me an hour just to get showered, dressed, and out the door. Like, it's not good. I need to take a vacation, but I can't take a vacation because there's too much shit going on. All of this is the pinnacle point of so many fucking things coming together, and like my life fucking depends over the next 2 weeks, and it's a little stressful. Just a little bit. Well, obviously, Mr. Show Off. Why am I showing these things on? Stop. I need to learn how to work this damn screen. But I used to look at matters, things you can't control, and just focus on how it's affecting me, and how it just used to be so self-centered instead of self-aware. And now I agree completely. Bring on that challenge. Bring on that. I mean, I don't want to see anybody hurt or any lives lost, but with the loss of somebody or the loss of something big, like, there's going to be something born from that. And if you're just focused on that loss, so obviously it hurts, grieve, do your thing, get over it. But know that there's still an experience to be had here, and it's up to you to determine what the rest of that experience looks like. Well said. issues are definitely a blessing in disguise if you know how to unpack things, the silver linings and what have you. UHNI. What the hell is that? Well, I'm not asking for any free rides, but if you have time and you are of somebody that falls under this UHNI umbrella, which the other day I just heard, I was talking to somebody and we're talking about doing lunch. I'm like, well, I'm happy to meet you somewhere for lunch. I understand lunch is a great way to connect and network. I just don't eat lunch. I used to weigh 320 pounds and I lost 90 pounds. I used to be a drug addict. Still am taking some drugs, but the amount of pain I'm in and whatnot, painkillers just stack up. The bupropion or Suboxone, if you will, that I've been on for a decade now has given me a quality of life and a new go at things. So I have a number of things going on with me, and to have somebody that has the ability that understands wealth, because you're in a whole different, if what you're saying is true, you're in a whole different, I wouldn't say tax bracket, I would say life bracket. Like, have you ever lived in the mud? Like, when I say the mud, I'm talking heroin addicts, crackheads, just Wharton Court shit. If you're not from Hardin County, you wouldn't get that. All I'm saying is yeah, it's good to have friends that understand. You want to surround yourself with people that have good mindset, especially that have a lot to lose. So what makes somebody fall under this? Is it just $1 million? Like, let's see, what does Wikipedia say here? Are you like Oliver from that movie with what's his name, where he's like that rich kid, and if you don't get married, he doesn't get any money? Fucking idiot. Well, Oliver, I'm going to take what you just said there. I'm going to take that, and I really appreciate the kind words. I'm not perfect, but knowing now what I know, I know that I've come a lot more confident with myself. That what's it called? Imposter syndrome. Motherfuck that shit. And I think a lot of people that live a stagnant life it's not because of laziness, which a lot of people say. I dated this girl one time, had a child with her even, and she can't hold a job. She can't, like, mentally, she is not well. In the highlight of a new relationship or something like that, people will put on this mask and they'll live a certain way. But the first year or two of our, we were on the way up after her car accident. And part of that's my fault for saying, I don't want you to work until Jonah's born, and I don't want you going to work. I want you to stay home. And I was taking care of her. Jonah turned 1, then Jonah turned 2. It's like, okay, well, maybe we should start going back to work. Jonah turns 3. Hey, why is money missing? Jonah turns 4. And she's not on drugs or anything. It's mentally, getting with me gave this high, the new relationship, the new home, just all the excitement and working hard for it, and then getting comfortable and falling into that comfort. Like, just seeing how it all happened and looking at myself, how I enabled a lot of it. And then it caused the downfall of our relationship. I know I added a lot to it because of the way I handle things, the way I reacted to things. So, wait a minute. UHNW stands for ultra high net worth. Well, I never want anything for free, but if you need any help with anything, if you have any objectives that you would like help with, I would love to engage. And what are you doing with all that wealth just browsing around on Twitch? Are you bored? Like, you can't be off enjoying the so many questions, Mr. Oliver. And I gotta get back to work. Would love to connect somehow, so please. Well, let me get caught up here. You were talking about. Hold on. Hey, Joseph at navicore.com is my email address, and I'm happy to throw it up here. Shoot me a message, and I would love to learn more about, like, this is your morning off, so, like, how old are you? Do you have kids? Are you, there's just so many questions I have. I love meeting new people, and I love networking. If I could afford just to go around and help people, coach them, because to me, in 2020, I had this great business idea. I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to tell my story a little bit. When I took over Cincy PCS and got it to $40,000 recurring revenue just by helping them have a set of services to offer small clients and build their stuff up. In 2019, I said, you know what? We got to $40,000 recurring revenue. And this was with my business partner's business. I didn't own anything at the time. And this was this is the beginning of me taking ownership of my work, my relationships, and owning my own. My partner wasn't happy about it, but I broke the company in half because I built it up, but based off his relationships in his company. I didn't want to I didn't build it on my own. So I took a handful of clients and left him with everything else where we both had good recurring revenue coming through. He can continue paying his tax. In fact, we'll still work together. I still want to work together. We're still business partners. This is my way of getting 50% of the company, because up until the point I asked for a budget, he was all, oh yeah, we're partners, 50-50, whatever you need, just let me know. Yeah, that's all he's saying. He's building me up. And not every leader has the leader mentality. Just know that. Some of the biggest people in the world, most powerful people in the world, don't have the right mindset. So just because somebody's in a position doesn't mean they're a leader. Anyway, I break off. I continue to raise both our revenue. I'm doing well. 2020 hits. Pandemic hits. World shuts down. And I'm getting pissed at everybody, even clients, yelling and cussing at them even. Like, why is nothing going the way I want it to go? When people would screw up, one of the technicians would screw up, I would blow up on them. Like, I was just a dick. Well, pandemic happens, the world shuts down, and here I am looking at myself in the mirror at home going, what the fuck? Nothing's going the right way. Now we're shut down. Somehow I got the thought of, well, maybe this is all on purpose. Maybe you need to stop, Joe, and look at yourself, which I did. I started looking at communication skills. What I'm saying isn't landing with people, so it must be the way I'm saying it, and it is. It's your energy, it's your words you use, it's your speed at which you're delivering. I used to not run people through things, sprint people through things, and be pissed when they didn't get it. And now I understand that you have to meet people where they are and walk them. The success rate I've had after the pandemic, I had great success being a dick. The relationships weren't all that great, but the work was impeccable and the budgets were good, and that's what I consider to be success. Grow, get to that point so that way you can go and just fly and be on yachts and stuff. But at that point, what? Do it by yourself? That's fucking stupid. So I took a look at myself, started communicating better, and started serving others as opposed to serving myself. And something big happens when you make that shift. This sense of accomplishment, sense of belonging, and the trust people put in you. When you let go of control and just control what you can control and just let go of everything else. So yeah, during the pandemic, I came up with this mindset, this concept. Matters versus objectives. Things you can control, things you can't control. Objectives are things we can't control. Matters are things that technicians need to take care of because these are the problems that pop up. Objectives are things account managers take care of. These are the changes in the pipeline of change coming through technology. Like, oh, we got to upgrade a server in 3 years. Like we were just firing from the hip on everything, being reactive to everything. It's exhausting. And now, fast forward 5 years later, got this master transformation plan. We have 3 pillars that we focus on, and we do everything through the 2 pipelines, objectives versus matter. Like, I have this whole system. I'm having a partners meeting. That's what I'm doing right now, is preparing for a partners meeting. In fact, it's going to be on the 26th, and here is my notes. In-person / Teams call hybrid. When we figured that out on Friday, that it's going to be September 26th at 3 p.m. This will be hosted at when? So I'm preparing for this partners meeting, and I'm super excited because all these people are business owners and people that have been here helping me get on the right path. One of them lives in Austin, Texas, and she is going to head up the Austin, Texas branch. And if this thing takes off, if I can get these people behind me and this thing takes off, and we can truly get the marketing campaigns and I got to get legal involved. We got to make sure because I don't want, the way we're doing this is we're coming in as your IT department, and we get a set budget, and we have to manage everything with the tech plan. So we are basically delivering a tech plan to a company. And the way we do it is there's 3 service levels. We got reactive, proactive, and managed. So what kind of relationship does your company want with your IT department? Do you guys want us just to be reactive? So when you guys have a problem, you call us, we just come in and we do stuff. We really don't know your systems. We don't know your budget. We're just here as reactive support. So that's the first service level. Then proactive support is where we're helping you with servers, backups, workstation monitoring. We have technicians that can answer calls. We're helping keep things up to date. We're helping you develop your policies, but really you own it. We're here supporting it in a more proactive state, and I can define those things more. Then we get into the managed level, which is you want your business to run. You have a set budget. You don't care what happens as long as your business runs smooth. You want someone to manage it. And that's where I fall in. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And that's why all I want to do is play conductor. I am the conductor, the composer, The rest of the band, no, I'm here to make sure timing's going. I work with the data center, and I talk to the security, the NOC, if you will, the networking operating center, where technicians are watching all the different displays of all the different. It's just all automated. It's all dashboards, but you need a team of people to sit there and watch that. Hiring some really good people. Like, that's what I'm trying to say is, I believe I can be a great leader. I want to be a great leader. Every band I've been in the past, although I was much younger and dumber back then, and I was way bigger of an asshole, and I remember getting kicked out of my first band. You would think that would have been my big turning point to learn communication skills and to get better, but no. Getting kicked out of Enemy of Mine was such a big blow, and I couldn't understand why. Like, are you guys kidding me? Like, look at the practice place that I got for us. Look at all the equipment that, I bring to the table. Like, why? People don't want to work with an asshole. You can have everything that's amazing, but nobody's going to work with you if you're constantly criticizing and pushing. There's a healthy way to be about it. Especially if you get people to be like, oh yeah, Joe really pushed me. And if it wasn't for him, like, I wouldn't be like, nobody's going to give you those kinds of accolades if you're an asshole. All right. Oliver, thank you. I will keep up the good work. Please drop me a line. I would love to talk offline and hear more about your story and brag that I've got to talk to some awesome 300 plus mil person. If you are ultra high, if you're very high, that's fine. But ultra high, I would love to hear your voice. And if you like my message, if there's any synergy in messaging, let's make shit happen, my friend. And another thing is Rome wasn't built in one day. So I'm in no hurry. I'm just glad that we connected. All right. Thank you, my friend. All right, our music stopped. I am looking for some songs. Okay. Yep. Hey, girl. Getting down with the Okay, I see you, Oliver. I see you. Uh, all right. So That was exciting. Meeting somebody claiming to be a ultra high worth something person or whatever you want to call it. I can't remember the term. I already closed the web page. Lots to do. Create agents.
Your call has been forwarded.
This is Joseph. Hello?
Abel, am I catching you okay time?
My goodness, you guys are just sitting back waiting for something to happen, aren't you? No, this is a great time.
Yeah, try and be ready.
Yeah, so
you submitted. Looks like you were doing a trial.
yeah, I'm gonna starting up a new service model, and we're looking at you guys, IT Ninja, and what's the other one? Hold on. Barracuda just bought them. Dado, something along those.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at these three side by side, and we have one partner that I know they burnt a bridge with you guys. Basically, they're going out of business, and some of their clients are landing in a realm that we're going to start up in this new venture. So I don't know if that's going to cause any issues or not, because I know some of us really like Enable, and we're not affiliated with that. We're just getting some of their old clients. So we're just looking at what different models are out there before October hits, because we have to have this up and running before October.
Before October?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay. And you said, were they a current partner with Enable, or?
I mean, they might still have an open account or whatnot, because Professional PC Solutions is the name of the company. And I don't know how much. I mean, I don't represent them or anything. I just am aware of the situation. I know that they use Enable now. They got shut off because, I mean, everything's getting shut off for them. Their business is going, they're shutting down.
Oh, okay. So they're no longer like managing like your IT environment for you guys or anything like that?
Well, we were coaching them and helping them manage, like, how to set up the different packages that we offer people and things of that nature, but they were responsible for their own tech stack and their own, management of that tech stack for their clients. Those clients need a place to go. And the best way for us to do that, because we don't have those kinds of services, we're just a coaching firm. So we're going to take on doing these services as a means to help. So they're not included in this. This is us doing this separately.
Okay.
We're just wanting to look at Enable because we hear a lot of good things, and I've seen your guys' stuff before, and I like it a lot. So, yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool deal. So you guys, and I just want to make sure I understand, because I was looking at the website, the Modern Workforce Advantage. You guys do like coaching. So is this you guys would be looking to move into an MSP model yourself and start getting like clients to manage their IT environments, or are you guys looking to use this to manage your own internal?
Well, we'll probably use it to, I mean, if we're using this to support servers and workstations for our clients, we probably will use it for our own as well. We can keep it all on the same platform, because I'm familiar with your RMM, the N-Central, but you guys have a online or a cloud version, correct?
Yeah, we've got N-Central is the one you mentioned, then we've got Insight is the one that is cloud only, whereas N-Central is the one that can be on-prem.
Correct, and I know that's what PC Solutions did, was on-prem. It's just a lot of extra management. We're very much more trimmed down. Again, we're a coaching firm. We want to be able to offer some of these services to keep them backed up and secure. So we're only looking at the backup side of things and the RMM side of things. And we're small, so we don't need, I don't think we need to host our own servers and have all this stuff, right? So do you have, does the Insight, does it allow automation and pushing apps, and like what's the limitations on that versus N-Central?
Yeah, so I would say obviously they do have some similar functionalities, but when it comes to designing those custom workflows and custom configurations, N-Central does give you a lot more options than Insight does. Insight's more people that are just looking to kind of get set up on an RMM and go right from there. So they have more, like, I guess, I would say more basic needs when it comes to reporting and stuff like that?
Well, really,
How many devices are we talking?
Well, so we use Microsoft Defender for our security. Really, you guys have take control. I would think take control would be enough for us if we could, but we can't really manage an agent, right? Like it's not as centralized. So we want that middle ground from take control and the in central. Is that what Insight would be?
Yeah, from what you're saying, if you're not dealing with, if you say you have like less than 150 devices, that's generally what we advise people to look into is the Insight. But what we can do, because we do obviously have different bundles and whatnot for Insight specifically, they do have a bundle that includes the RMM Insight as well as Take Control and our MSP Manager if you need like a ticketing help desk function or functionality as well. That a lot of people like, especially just getting right out the gate.
So you guys have a PSA. You guys have a PSA, a ticketing system. You guys have a PSA.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like a full-fledged PSA, but it does have obviously like that ticketing help desk functionality that they can kind of run through and see if that would be enough to satisfy what you guys need, and just make sure it's like a good fit. But they could obviously go a little bit deeper into the functionalities of the different RMMs to make sure that Insight or InCentral would be the better option for you.
Well, we
A lot
definitely.
of people come in and they're not sure the difference of them, and so we can kind of dig a little bit deeper. I'm kind of more tip of the spear, so I know a little bit about everything, but we've got subject matter experts on our different RMMs that work on them every day. So,
Are you going to be my sales rep? Do I work with you, or are you just getting me off to the right person? Then I'm working with somebody.
exactly, yeah. We have we have a lot of people that'll submit requests on accident, or maybe they were looking for a different tool and they didn't mean to. So my team's just to make sure that you're in the right place and you're not wasting any time. So yeah, I can definitely get you connected with them that they can kind of give that high level overview. They would be able to help with pricing and make sure it's the right option for your environment. I didn't catch the. I know you said it was like a low number for devices. Did you have like an estimate on like servers or workstations or?
I would say we have about a dozen servers and probably just under 150 devices.
Just under 150.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me
Yeah, I'd say if you.
pull this up real quick. I can give you a better number in just a minute.
Okay. And both of our RMM teams, they're familiar with, Insight and InSearch, so they would definitely be able to help, drill down and make sure that it's the right fit, because they can get you started on a trial. We do like a free trial for 30 days, so they can even help get you set up in that trial, so you're up and running. Don't have to kind of figure it out yourself. They can make sure you know the ins and outs, make the best use while you've got it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, looking here, we have under 100 devices currently being managed. Let me see here.
And from what I'm aware, it's pretty easy. If you some people start out, obviously everyone's pretty much looking to grow and scale. So if you start on Insight, it's pretty simple to go into InCentral. If you guys do, get more clients, have more devices, and need that more of that functionality when it comes to the workflows and reporting and all that.
Awesome.
So they can see what would be best for you right now, and obviously for Cove as well, they can touch on that. What are you using currently for backup? Or
Well,
the Datto and the IT Ninja that you mentioned before.
Well, the MSP, so we can there's an MSP that we're looking to work with, and we can be on their Datto platform. But somebody doesn't like Datto on our team, and they're like, InCentral is so much better. If we're going to start this new company, we got to do it with the best. We need InCentral, blah, 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 or Enable.
I like it. Hey, I said that. I'm behind them.
Well, obviously. But yeah, we just, right now, we just want to get the clients backed up and secured. So does this trial, is there a limitation? Can I go ahead and get these clients on here, start backing their stuff up on the trial and seeing how that goes and provide them some redundancy while we're doing this? And then Is there any kind of ramp up time? What, like, I want to talk about terms. We are month to month. We don't have contracts with our clients that are more than, we ask for 90 days to let it go. Like, we don't want to be locked into a long contract. We like to do business with people that we like to do business with. So we just want to know,
Right.
We just want to know what all that looks like, and we want to get started right away.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, no, I can definitely help with that. Let me see. And so they can get you started on trial for backup and a separate trial for the RMM as well. They can obviously have that conversation with you on the RMMs to make sure they get you started on the trial and the one that sounds like it'd be a better fit for you, whether it's in Central or in site. From our conversation, I'm thinking it's going to be in site, but obviously I'll make sure that they kind of drill down a little bit more than me, so they can definitely dig in a little bit deeper on what your exact needs are and what you can and can't do within insight. Let me pull my calendar here. Obviously, I know I called you out of the blue, so I can see if I have someone available later today.
Well, it's probably gonna be better to do it. It's probably gonna be better to do it on Thursday or Friday. Will I be able to go ahead and start doing the trial on the back end on myself, but then talk to them on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can schedule that call. That way they have because they'll be able to see whatever you were able to do in the trial, and then kind of walk you through from that point. If you had any questions, that's what a lot of people like to do. Some people like to get their hands dirty with it and then come to the call with questions. Some people just want to talk to the person first, make sure they know everything that they've got to do. So it's whatever you like to do. I can just let them know that you'll be starting the trials, so they can keep a lookout for those, and then you can kind of have a conversation on how that's going, any questions, anything you're seeing that you're not sure if we have the functionality for, so they can make sure to cover all those bases for you.
Okay. Well, I just got some work emails coming in. I gotta get started on this, but no, I appreciate the help. You have my email. Well, let me give you my email address because I think I gave you the Navicore. We use service accounts that way. If I leave the email set up for the account still going to the same, like someone's watching that account. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, you can go ahead and send it to just send it to that Navicore. Yeah, mine's joseph@navicore.com, but you can use the nvkr@navicore.com as well.
Okay. Gotcha. And you said you wanted to do this, have the conversation on Thursday, or does Friday look a little bit better for you?
Anytime after 11 on Thursday, and then anytime Friday.
After 11. And what state are you in? Make sure I get the time zone right.
Ohio, Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, nice. Okay, sweet. I'm just in North Carolina, so not too far away. You a Bengals fan?
Yeah. Well, I mean, try to be.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's a tough. Yeah, I got Joe Burrow as my QB in fantasy, so it was a tough one to watch yesterday there.
Yeah, the wife was freaking out. She's the bigger fanatic than I am, and she's complaining about, no, Chase, don't let Chase get, no, that's not my. Yeah, I listened to it all day, so no, she's the big one into that stuff. But I have to get off here, but I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Shoot me that email, and we'll talk soon.
Invite. I've got 2 o'clock on Friday.
That works.
All right, sweet. I'll send you an invite on there, and if anything changes, let me know. Okay.
Will do. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Thanks, Joseph. See you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Hello, this is Bill.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got a request in from Nick today to purchase some domains. I don't.
Call Scott.
Is that who I'd get approval from?
Yeah.
All right.
We talked about it earlier today, so he can And
you just hear what is needed and such like that.
yeah, and what do I just use the card I have on file from you guys?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. I may call you if I have to get details. I should have it saved in your file, but if I need anything, I'll let you know.
That'll work.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Hey, Joseph.
So do I have approval to purchase whatever he's asking for?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know why there's so many domains, but it should be pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
It won't be terribly expensive, I don't think.
Yeah, you might run into like 100, like for all of it. Like I like to do the privacy so nobody knows who truly owns the domain. It hides it under GoDaddy's umbrella.
Yeah.
Right. And I like SSLs if we're going to have sites tied to these. So those are the additional costs on top of the registration. So let me go ahead and put it together. I'll keep it as minimal. I just want to do the security, the domain registration, and the security. I want to do it underneath my personally owned GoDaddy right now, but we do need to at some point build your own GoDaddy account and move things
why
underneath
not?
it.
Why? I thought we did it via Network Solutions, and that we sure already hit.
Well, hold on. Let me take a look here. I know you guys have some stuff under it. I forgot about the Network Solutions part. We can put it underneath there. That's fine. Let me take a look here. I just want to make sure that that's aligned with the rest of the.
And I would. I don't know whether we need. I don't know how the SSLs work, but
we won't need those until the time of. I'm not going to order those today. I'm just saying if we do sites, that's just part of the cost.
We're just hoping to get the URLs, that lined out, and then probably go with the .com or the .io, and hook that into HubSpot. But first step is to get the domain.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that would be a whole campaign. And this is just a side company. Fisher Design's not going anywhere, right?
No, correct.
Is this replacing the Truth or something like that?
It's like the Truth kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I just know that. Yeah. Let me go ahead and get this underneath your guys' account. I will get that started right now. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Fuck. Network Solutions.